Is that the phone? No, it's your wallet. Yes, hello? Oh, our president? Please hold on a moment. Mr. President, someone named Mayuri-san is asking for you. Mayuri? I don't know anyone by that name. Hello? Hello? Are you Kiryu-san, the president? Yes. And who might you be? I'm with the Criminal Investigation Department of the Regional Taxation Bureau. Tax inspector? Yes. Are you familiar with us? All I know is that investigators from the Regional Taxation Bureau do all kinds of things to go after tax cheats who can't be caught by normal audits. Yes, we go by Marusa. I'm surprised you've heard of us. So what does Marusa want with me? I'd love to have a chat with you, Kiryu-san. I'm thinking about dropping by in the near future. What do you mean by chat? I'll discuss things in more detail when we meet. Oh, and I have my hair in a bob. Please remember that so you can spot me when I visit. A tax investigator from Marusa. What she want with me? What's the matter, Mr. President? Are you okay? Yeah, no problems here. At any rate, a woman with a bobbed haircut is going to come from the Regional Taxation Bureau. Yes, I'll find out what she wants when I talk to her. Okay, before that, let's do this here. Make some money. Easy. Alright, do some upgrades. Almost at 80%. Very nice. Alright, so staff, I want to change my staff to this if I can. Trying to finish upgrading here. Change staff. I'm a higher tier person. There we go. Don't need that anymore. You're done being upgraded. You've got a little ways to go. You're done. Okay. Change you. Wasn't there somebody really good for this place? I thought the one person was supposed to be really good for here. I guess, sure. You, I guess. Oh wait, I don't need security here anymore. That's right. Oops. Start collections. Okay. Wrong thing. At 4 CP. I can actually go get an upgrade now, I think. Oh, Mr. President. About that job opening. We have an applicant. Great. What do you want to do? Do you want to do the interview now? I'll interview them. Okay, sure. I'll interview the candidate. Great, let's get going then. Oh, but wait a minute. You're not going to conduct an interview looking like that, are you? Sure I am. So? Well, you don't really look like the president of a company. We'll need to make you look more dignified and sagacious. Saggy, what? What does that have to do with anything? No, not saggy. You know, sagacious, like intelligent. Oh, I know. Glasses? Oh god, the glasses again. Yep. See? They look good on you. Those glasses you left lying around really suit you. They make you look both dignified and intelligent. Didn't expect to be wearing these again, actually. Looks like we're all set. I'll call in the applicant. The applicant will be here soon. Please evaluate him to see if he really is motivated to work for us. Just for motivation, right? Yes, apparently there are applicants out there who only attend interviews to get cat fare from companies. Are people really thinking the scam's that low? Don't worry, I can spot people like that a mile away. Where does that confidence come from? Here he comes. Why doesn't he come in? You have to tell him to come in. No applicant would enter without permission. I don't get it. Please, just tell him to come in. He'll hurt his knuckles if he has to keep knocking. Come in. Excuse me. I'm Haruhiko Ijuin. Ijuin? I'm honored to meet you. Yes, likewise. Doesn't he see the chair? Why doesn't he sit down? You have to invite him to sit. No job seeker would take a seat without being asked. What the hell is that about? Is this supposed to be funny? He's not fooling around. Job seekers are dead serious. Please, let him sit. Please, have a seat. Thank you. This is already exhausting. Is this going to go on much longer? It hasn't even begun. At least ask him a few questions. You need to determine if he would be a good fit with us. A question. Why did you apply with us? Why did you apply with us? Real estate is a business that serves one of the three basic needs: food, clothing, and shelter. It's one that is closely tied to people's daily lives. Someone working in such an industry would have to be trustworthy. They would also bear great responsibility, but that is where I see a worthwhile challenge. I have also heard that your firm isn't afraid to put new recruits in charge of accounts right away. I felt this job would give me a great opportunity to really grow. Wow. That little speech rolled off right off his tongue. He must have practiced it a lot. Huh. I'm impressed, Mr. President. You can actually run an interview. Please keep going and see if Ijuin-san is the sort of person who would work out for us. Got it. What should I ask him next? What are your strengths? What are your strengths? Well, I'm fluent in English. I lived in the States as a child, so I can manage most business dealings in English. Also, I was the head of our university's tennis club. I often organize events and socials, and I think it made me a good planner and organizer. He does appear to be very communicative. He seems like he has many friends too. Yeah, maybe. What should I ask him next? Have you experienced failure? Have you ever experienced failure? Failure? No, not especially. I feel like I can deal with just about anything life throws my way. So no, I can't say I know what it's like to fail. He must be especially blessed, or maybe he's just lucky. Who knows? What should I ask him next? Are you willing to do anything? Ijuin, if you were to join my company, would you be willing to do anything? Yes. I eagerly await being able to exceed your expectations. So, anything? Yes, absolutely. I came to this interview to prove just how dedicated I can be. Isn't that amazing? There was no hesitation at all. He sounds primed and ready to go. We'll see about that. I think that's about all the questions we have for you. Ijuin-san, do you have any questions for us? Questions? No, nothing in particular. Oh, yes. Actually, I heard that your firm makes hiring decisions on the spot. Is that true? Yes, you heard right. The president and I would like to confer about it. So if you could just give us a moment. What shall we do? Should we hire him?
Nani?
Huh? We decide now? Right now? Yes. The longer it takes, the more it will cost. We can't afford to sit on our decisions. How tight-fisted can you be? Ijuin-san was eloquent in describing why he wanted to join us. He can also speak English, plan events, and work well with people. What shall we do? You're hired. You're hired. I don't trust him. Really? Thank you very much. Congratulations. Please take this for your cab fare. Thank you. Wonder what you'll be paying me. Pardon? Nothing. I just got lost in my own thoughts. It's really nothing. I know it's short notice, but we'd like to have you start tomorrow if you can. Does that work for you? Certainly. I'll see you bright and early. We're counting on you. You won't be disappointed. He's not going to show up, is he? The next day. Ijuin-san is awfully late. Yeah, maybe he forgot. I'll call him at home. Yeah, thanks. I hope he didn't get into an accident or anything. What? Oh, no. What's wrong? It says the number you've called is not in service.
Nani?
What? Oh dear. We were totally conned. He must have come in just to get cab fare out of us. You've got to be kidding. But he was able to tell us why he wanted to join us with such eloquence. I guess we weren't very good judges of character. We'll have to start over. I'll put more wanted ads out. Yeah, thanks. Sure thing. That guy completely fooled me. I can't make the same mistake again. See, I didn't trust the person, but I figured I might as well do that. Okay, so those are almost done, actually. What's that odd-looking woman doing? Is she checking out the office? Come to think of it, there was that call. A woman with bobbed hair is coming from the Regional Taxation Bureau. So that woman must be from their investigation department, Marusa. They're the taxation experts that investigate companies for tax evasion. She's one of them. Are you sure? Okay, let's go back in first. You're still not done, right? Oh, that is done, actually. Okay, so how many completion items are left for the business? Quite a bit, actually. Media King, and then 50 shops have to be S rank. 8 managers, 3 advisors are still needed. 1 security person. And then Gambling King stuff. Oh, Mr. President, about that job opening, we have another applicant. What kind of person is it this time? This time, the applicant is a girl. I read her application, and she has neat handwriting, and her photo was pretty cute. I see. So she's cute. Mr. President, you better not hire her based on looks. Of course not. What do you want to do? Do you want to do the interview now? I'll interview them. Okay, sure. I'll interview the candidate. Great, let's do this. You'll need to look respectable for the interview, of course. You know, it's kind of a pain to put on glasses every time I do an interview. What? That's not even much effort. Oh my god. Can I just interview like this? Oh heavens, no. It's important for you to look intelligent. If you say so. Wow, that's also kind of mean. He looks intelligent how he is. What? Ah, ha, ha, ha. You look really good in those, you know.
Oi.
Wait a minute. Are you just making me wear these because you like them? What? Well, actually. Here's our next candidate. It's time for the interview. Guess you're off the hook for now. Come in. Excuse me. I'm Sakurako Jogasaki. Pleased to meet you. Yes, likewise. Please have a seat. Thank you. She seems so she seems so ladylike. Yes, apparently her family runs a traditional Japanese inn. Maybe she helps out there? Makes sense. I can see her wearing a kimono. Well, we better ask some questions. We need to figure out if she'll be a good fit here. Right. So, Jokosaki-san, why don't you take a minute to tell us about yourself? Yes, certainly. I'm impressed. This sounds like a real interview. I picked up a book on interview techniques. You're studying on your own? I'm so glad you're finally taking your presidential responsibilities seriously. Well, naturally. May I begin? Oh, right. Sorry. Please do. Okay. My name is Sakurako Jokosaki. Majored in business administration. My biggest strength is that I have actual work experience. My family runs a traditional inn, so I worked with guests daily while growing up. When we were short-staffed, I was even put in charge of the kitchen. I learned how to cook from pros. If I ever get the chance, I would love to bring you a traditional meal. I'm confident about my eagerness and fitness. It means I don't give up easily. I very much hope you will give me the opportunity to prove myself to you. Also, I often get asked at interviews, so I will save you the bother of doing so. I'm wearing plain white underwear. Thank you. What? Why would that even come up? Wow, that was solid. She even told us the color of her underwear to shut that down quick. She's amazing. Was that actually a thing that people would ask in interviews? What? Yeah, now I don't have to ask her. Let's talk about what she just told us. Was there anything you want to get more details on? What should we talk about in more detail? Why aren't you taking over the family inn? Why aren't you taking over the family inn? Well, I do find the job rewarding in its own way, and I love interacting with guests. However, it's also a very small and closed world. The entire day revolves around the inn, and nothing else. Even if I were to eventually inherit the inn, I would like to broaden my horizons out here in the real world before I settle into that role. Wow, she's got it all figured out. She does. What should we talk about in more detail? What can you cook? You said you're a good cook. What are your signature dishes? Let's see. I'm quite good at meatloaf, omelets with rice filling. What else? Oh, I make a pretty great white sauce. I often use it for preparing gratins and European pasta dishes. Oh, that's impressive. You can make a white sauce from scratch, and you're so worldly. That's impressive. It's easy to overcook white sauce, you know. Until I got the hang of it, I found it a challenge too. Assuming I get the job, I'd be happy to bring some in for you to try. Oh, really? Yes, please. Hey, this is a job interview, not a restaurant. What should we talk about in more detail? Why do you feel confident in your fitness? You said you have confidence in your fitness. Why is that? I belonged to a dance club at my university. Dancing is more physically taxing than it may appear, so I think it has helped me build my endurance. I see. I imagine you do traditional dancing for your guests, or maybe you can do that once you take over the inn. Perhaps, but for now, I would rather find fulfilling work at your firm than think about the family inn. So she dances? I bet she'd look great doing a traditional dance in a kimono. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. That's about all the questions we have, I think. Yokozaki-san, do you have any questions regarding our firm? Yes. Not to be too forward, but is there a large inequality gap between men and women here? No, I wouldn't say that. Thank you. It's a great relief to hear that. Times are changing, you know. I was hoping I could find a job that would let me work just as hard as any man. We have to hire Jogasaki-chan. Mr. President, she's a keeper for sure. I'm not so sure about that. What is there to think about? A girl this courteous and so eager to work is a rare find in this day and age. She seems that way, sure, but there's something not quite right that I'm trying to figure out. Is there something wrong? Yeah, something's off. Something she said doesn't jive. Why is it traditional in serving European dishes? You mean she's lying about something? Yeah. I can't quite put my finger on it, though. What did she say that struck you as inconsistent? Ask for her summary again. Sorry, Jogasaki. Can you give me that brief summary of yourself again? Okay. My name is Sakurako Jogasaki. Majored in business administration. My biggest strength is that I have actual work experience. My family runs a traditional inn, so I worked with guests daily while growing up. When we were short-staffed, I was even put in charge of the kitchen. I learned how to cook from pros. If I ever get the chance, I would love to bring you a traditional meal. I'm confident about my eagerness and fitness. It means I don't give up easily. I very much hope you will give me the opportunity to prove myself to you. Also, I often get asked at interviews, so I will save you the bother of doing so. I'm wearing plain white underwear. Thank you. What did she say that struck you as inconsistent? Point out the inconsistencies in her statements. Which pair of Jogasaki's statements don't jive? Summary and signature dishes. It's her summary and her signature dishes. Those two statements don't add up. Really? Well, now that I think about it, maybe you're onto something. Jogasaki, there's something inconsistent in your story. Inconsistent? What might that be? You said your family runs a traditional Japanese inn and that you helped out there on a daily basis. Yes, that's correct. You said you were put in charge of the kitchen, which made you a better cook. Is that a problem? If I'm working in a kitchen, it's only natural that I should become a better cook. How could that be inconsistent? Marina, let's say you were to stay at a traditional inn. What kind of dinner would you expect? Well, if it's a traditional inn, it would of course be Japanese cuisine, like sashimi and nimono. Oh, and in winter, a hot pot would be wonderful. Right. And what's Jogasaki good at cooking? Meatloaf, omelet with rice, white sauce for gratin, and... Oh! I don't know about you, but no traditional inn I know of would serve those dishes. Have anything to say for yourself, Jogasaki-san? Wow, so you're really gonna nitpick me on something that minor, huh? Bet you're a real hit with the ladies. Jogasaki-san? Yes, you're right. I made it all up. Grew up in a traditional inn? Are you kidding? I came up with that to spruce up my resume. So what? But incidentally, I also lied about being a good cook. I got too carried away with the details, I guess. Was everything a lie? Even the part about doing traditional dance at school? You're the ones who assumed it was traditional dance. I really do belong to a dance club at school. But my kind of dance is hip-hop. Hip and hop? I am so done here. Hurry up with my cab fare. I'll settle for 20,000 yen. Okay. Wait, we don't pay scammers. Huh? That's not what you promised. The posting said I'd get cab fare for taking an interview. Why else would I bother coming? You should be ashamed, you liars. Seems to me you're a liar too. It's okay for you to lie, but not us? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You don't make a damn bit of sense. You just don't want to face the facts. Get over yourself, princess. I bet you got everything you wanted your whole life, huh? Well, wise up. Out in the real world, nobody is going to pay for you for self-centered lying through your teeth. The real world is a jungle, not a playground, and nobody gets anything they don't earn. So get out of my sight. Ah! Sheesh. I hope I never get on your bad side, Mr. President. Yeah. Sorry for shouting. It's okay. Oh, wow. That was impressive how you caught the inconsistency in her story. I didn't realize until you pointed it out. Yeah, it was kind of impressive, wasn't it? I'm beginning to find new respect for you, President Kiryu. Oh, but I guess we have to start over with recruiting. Yeah. Thanks for taking care of that. Of course, sir. Your ace secretary has your back. Okay, these are probably done. Yep. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so we're almost done with all the side missions in this act, I think. Or chapter, whatever. Alright, let's try and get this one finished. Oh, that one's done. Alright. Start collecting. Was that like the last one? Yep. Okay. Let's go and leave. Is there another thing here?